Bulletcast for life.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Bulletcast, the only sports and recreational podcast that is simply just too sweet. MexMendoza, the Canadian Destroyer, Brandon, and I am the Bulletcast champion.
So close.
All by myself again, 90 days as champ, Brock is at 390. Great champions, we're on the same pace, Alright, let's get into the greatest Royal Rumble that happened earlier today. We tried this once before. We had technical difficulties, and
It's just like an instant analysis.
It's just like an instant analysis, man. Nobody else is doing it. Alright, so the greatest Royal Rumble. We kick off with John Cena, the franchise, going up against the game, Triple H.
The crowd was really hot for this. I was like, oh, okay, I see you, Saudi. But they kind of tapered off towards the end. Once again, it was just like WrestleMania. It was a 5-hour show.
Yes.
Took forever.
Kind of forgot most of the things that happened in that show.
And,
It just happened.
I mean, this match, we debated, is this going to be like a glorified house show? And it was. It had a much higher budget. It had pyro. It had a great stage.
It had a Mania adjacent stage, kind of.
They didn't have, like, the little Trons on the ring aprons like they normally do. But it's okay, because I actually like the old school setup better with just the ring aprons.
We got to keep it old school. They didn't have the, LED things on the post or whatever.
I think that's more for the cage.
Hey, we had
True.
fireworks.
We did.
A lot of fireworks.
There were a lot of fireworks. I was very
I
excited.
mean, Lashley got a firework just for his entrance. Bump.
Hey, he's the next big thing.
I was like, okay, Lashley getting fireworks just for his Royal Rumble entrance? Like, I thought I had that one in the bag with the win, but no, that didn't happen.
Yes.
Or else this would have been over here.
That's very true. All right, Cedric Alexander, the cruiserweight.
We didn't even talk about the John Cena and Triple H match. We just kind of
I know we just went
ignored it.
off.
It was fine. It was a house show match.
It was fine, gave it a C. It was nice. It was
Spinebuster
decent.
Powerbomb.
Spinebuster Powerbomb thing. Or it was just Powerbomb.
John Cena was just falling with style.
Hey, I didn't know Cena still had one of those left in him. It was nice.
He did one at Mania with Undertaker.
That one kick out Hunter did, barely getting his left shoulder up. I was like, yo, that was you got me,
It's probably the most believable near fall of the show.
Yes.
Not a lot of good near falls on today's show.
Not a lot. Shout out Hunter. Still giving us
a lot of draws, actually.
Those fake out near falls. All right, so Cedric Alexander retains the Cruiserweight Championship against Kalisto. Kalisto with a very interesting Spanish fly.
Allied is seated, senton, springboard, Spanish fly.
Yeah.
Whatever they call it. It was very confusing, but it looked nice.
It did look nice. There were some botches with the Hurricanranas that Kalisto was throwing at Cedric.
I was asleep.
I think it was probably the best work.
You're supposed to be supporting people, man.
I supported Sin Cara. He did a little moment in the match.
Trash.
He was trash.
Anyway, I feel like this was probably the best worked match of the show, possibly. Maybe this or the WWE Championship match.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get into that.
I enjoyed it. It was fine. I expected no heat behind it because, who cares about 205 Live? But just in a vacuum, I thought it was a good match.
Yes, Kalisto got the opportunity because Buddy Murphy didn't make weight.
So he didn't make weight 2 weeks ago? Because they said he didn't make weight, so then last week they had this week. Anyways, when it's in the UFC, they make weight like a couple days before, not like a week before.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on there. In wrestling, you got to make weight the day of or stuff like that. I don't know, but
it'd be like a random drug test. Like, oh yeah, it's weight day.
I would hope they don't do
Put down the cheeseburger, fatty.
It's like a month later, it's weight day.
All right, well, that happened. I gave the match a C. Nothing special. It was good work, but nothing extravagant. All right, Hardy and Wyatt, they become the new Raw Tag Team Champions. Bray Wyatt winning his second second Tag Team Championship overall, his third title on the main roster.
Yes, it was delightful.
It was wonderful, yes.
It was Vulcan.
I gave the match a C. It was nothing special. There were some botches with the Twist of Fate going on Cesaro and Sheamus, but the Bar, they will not be taking the Raw Tag Team titles over to SmackDown Live. Yeah. All right, thoughts on it?
It is what it is. It was very much expected since Raw SmackDown for the Raw Tag Team Championships. The 10th championship, the 10th country to see a championship change.
Yes, the last time a tag title was vacant, that was Back in the day when who was it? Tajiri and Regal were they
No,
stripped?
it was Regal and Lance Storm.
Regal and Lance Storm. That's who it was. They were
I remember.
stripped of the titles. Yes, that
Remember
was
vividly.
vividly.
Someone got injured. I don't know who.
I was deleted. That's off my memory.
Yes. All right. The charismatic enigma Jeffrey Nero Hardy retains his United States Championship against the modern day Maharaja. There was a spot in the match where I had to turn away.
Unfortunately, I took a little power nap during this match, so please explain what happened.
So, Jeff Hardy's going for the Whisper in the Wind. Jinder Mahal is clearly not in the way. Hardy takes the bump, not realizing Mahal wasn't there. For some reason, Mahal takes the bump anyway, and it just looked terrible. Corey Graves' explanation was the vibrations from the ring quivered the knees of Jinder Mahal, so he fell down.
Good stuff.
It was something interesting. Overall, Jeff Hardy, he retains the
Second thing that happened tonight.
U.S. title.
Botchamania is getting. It's gonna be good this weekend.
It's going to get some good highlights. All right. Harper, I give that match a C+. All right, Harper and Rowan, they retained their tag titles against the Usos. Gave it a C. Nothing really special happened.
Once again, I thought I have much faith in Luke Harper, not much Eric Rowan, but the Usos to have a really good tag team match. And right now, that's not the story they're trying to tell right now. So they're just really putting the Bludgeon Brothers over strong.
It's just me, but every time I see them walking with the hammers, I think of Super Mario, the little turtle that throws hammers. I don't know.
All right. Moving on from that, my boy Grand Slam Rollins, the Architect, retained his Intercontinental Championship in a fatal four-way ladder match consisting of Finn Balor, the most must-see WWE superstar of all time, The Miz, and Samoa Joe.
Unfortunately, my boy Finn Balor did not come out to the rainbow attire.
If you got Balor right, this would have been.
It was
over.
basically a metaphor for I was Finn Balor and he was Seth Rollins. I was so close. If Finn grabbed that title, I would have won.
I know the Seth, that cat-like agility, just scaling up there, snatching it down and falling, and Balor just so close, but no cigar.
I was just happy to see Samoa Joe.
Yeah. Oh,
Jaguri.
Somebody put on Twitter when you walk into Thanksgiving dinner, like the way Joe was walking to the ring. I thought that was pretty funny. No, but
No fat shame.
No, not like the way he was walking, not like his size, like the intensity.
He was focused.
He was focused.
He was walking in for the turkey.
Yeah.
Titus O'Neil was running like he was called in for Thanksgiving dinner. So excited, you just
Titus O'Neil
lose.
slid into some
No,
DMs tonight.
No. He was like, it's like Titus O'Neil was running like some girls like my parents were not home.
He slid into some DMs. We're gonna get into that. I gave the ladder match a B+. Balor got some color above the eye, then just started pouring a little bit. So I can't wait to see what they go on to do on Monday nights. Hopefully we get a nice little sequence between Balor and Rollins for the title. All right, the WWE Championship, it ended in a no contest with both men being counted out. AJ Styles keeping the 55-year-old WWE Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura.
I thought they were having a good match. Unfortunately, the ending sucked, but that's what I expected. They kind of rushed into this match. They set up the rematch for Backlash. I assume that's not going to have a finish either, maybe a DQ finish. I thought they were building to something, maybe not special, but something very good. And, yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
All right.
I don't know. I mean,
the
house show. What can I say?
Yeah, I enjoyed the finish. It protects Shinsuke, protects his heel run, so to speak. We're just going to get a little bit more from AJ and Shinsuke at Backlash.
What do you think about Nakamura's new theme song?
Hey, that new theme song is dope. I dig it. I like it.
It's like an anime opening.
There was controversies about it shouldn't be in an arena. It shouldn't be a wrestling theme, but that's the point. He's a heel. You're supposed to sing along with his theme song. I dug it.
I'll sing to that.
It's kind of like, I mean...
Ichiban. Come on. Ichiban, number one. Shinsuke's number one.
The words kind of throw off. It's not kind of like the same rhythm as the song, so it kind of like throws it off a little bit, which makes sense because you don't want people singing the theme song, as you said. I mean, I really like what Shinsuke is doing as a heel right now. He's showing really good fire.
Yeah.
He's kind of like New Japan Shinsuke, honestly. I don't know, like, he had that swagger coming down in the ring, like, pop locking it on the way down. I was like, okay, Shinsuke, I see you.
He was doing it,
He's like Wrestle Kingdom all over again.
People are saying, or AJ said, he's not an artist, he's a con artist, and I was like, okay. Just move on from all that.
Oh, he said, Michael Cole said that he should have been, since Shinsuke Nakamura was known as the King of Strong Style, he should be known as the king of low blows. Maybe the king of dong style. He could take Joey
Oh.
Ryan's. He can take Joey Ryan's title.
Oh,
I'm on board.
that'd be something interesting. We'll see.
Anyways,
All right. The Undertaker, the Phenom, the Dead Man. He puts Rusev and Aiden English, happy Rusev Day, ladies and gentlemen, in a casket to win the casket match against Rusev. It was fine. It was a nice, solid C. Nice to see the Dead Man. Nice to see him.
I like the opening of the match with Adam English coming out, talking about caskets and stuff.
Yes, it
Was
was.
singing about Rusev Day. It's
Uh,
Rusev Day.
Taker took some pretty nice bumps. You know, the
that accolade was hot garbage.
accolade was not good, but the jumping, spinning heel kick from Rusev, and I think
That
there
was
was
badass.
a super kick also. Taker took some nice bumps. I'm like, all right, okay.
Man, I mean, Undertaker showed up. He probably got at least $1 million to $2 million for this match. So, I mean, I ain't gonna hate on the old man for getting his money, but
Got to get
I mean,
a payday.
he didn't look as good as he did in at WrestleMania. I don't know if it's because the game was white and who is calling. You owe people a beer for that.
I'll take 2 beers.
That's a
No.
stone cold rule of thumb. This is why we turn off the Bluetooth because we don't care about.
Power off.
There we go. So, anyways, the Undertaker, the match, it was alright. I mean, if I was live in the crowd, it would have been fun to see the Undertaker hit all his moves.
Baron Corbin's hairline or Undertaker's hairline? Which one's worse?
Baron Corbin, because Baron Corbin's 20 years younger.
Okay.
It's not even close.
I'm like, wait, I see more of Undertaker's face. Oh, it's his hair, that's why.
Any hoot. I mean, the casket match, you can't really do a lot. It was a short match. We didn't see Rusev get a tombstone. Aiden English got the tombstone. Threw both of them in the casket. And so there you go. Winner, winner, chicken Parmesan dinner for the Undertaker. Anyways, moving on.
Rating C, B, D.
E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P,
What's the rating?
Q, R,
I've
S,
been rating
T,
every
U,
single
V,
one.
W, X, Y, and Z.
I set the rating at the beginning when I brought up the match. Pay attention to what is happening.
Sorry, I was
on
focused on the
show.
phone. I was focused on the
Stupid
phone
idiot.
call.
All right.
At least my phone doesn't go off.
Shut up, you incompetent piece of crap. All right. Brock Lesnar
Well, he
retained.
saved this. He saved this episode.
I know.
Brock
The things
Lesnar
I get.
retained the Universal Championship. I give it an A minus.
Whoa.
I give it an A minus. Hold on.
Are you mad?
For the fact that Vince
Booty
McMahon
tickle.
didn't do what we think he was going to do and just put the title on Roman because they're in a different crowd, they're in a different country, and that he would get cheers for Roman Reigns. The match itself, really just kind of a recap of what we saw at Mania. Suplexes, F5s, spears, Superman punches. Paul Heyman getting involved for the first time in a match in a very long time. No slamming the cage door on my boy Roman's head. And then Roman spearing Brock just through the cage. And Brock's back touched the floor and he retained the championship.
How about that powerbomb? Good stuff.
That was nice. Powerbomb was nice.
Roman Reigns is so stale. I thought, if you're going to put the championship on him, let's just get it over with. Just put the championship on him. Let's plow straight ahead and just, get this Roman Reigns experiment over with. And he's just delaying the inevitable unless he does end up changing his mind, which I wouldn't mind, but I just haven't seen anything to make me believe he's not going to put the strap on Roman Reigns eventually. The crowd, the whole reason people thought that Roman Reigns was going to win the championship is because the crowd was going to be behind him. They weren't super hot behind him. I felt like AJ Styles got a better pop than Roman Reigns did. Obviously, Randy Orton did. Randy Orton probably got the biggest pop of the show, or maybe Triple H or John Cena, but they get help because they're the first people on the show. But Roman Reigns is not in a good place right now.
Roman is not.
Still an A minus, right?
It is an A-.
This match, I did not like this match. It's basically like the WrestleMania match repeated, only the ending, which I loved, was not involved. So it was just Superman punch, spear, suplex, F5.
I noticed Brock was having a hard time climbing up the cage, but Roman did it.
Brock Lesnar should not be climbing up no cages at his age and his girthiness.
Yes, that shouldn't be happening.
Shooting star press off the top of the cage, I would have popped for that, but I don't think it's going to happen.
No,
That's
Brock's not pulling one of those up.
He took a bump through a steel cage, for God's sake. That's as much as he's... Brock Lesnar, I wouldn't be surprised he took like $3 million for this. Brock Lesnar getting some
He got
Saudi
$1 million
money.
just for that bump alone. I'm
He-
telling you that
He's
right
getting
now.
some of that Saudi money,
Yes.
which is a little dirty, but we're not going to talk about that.
All,
Keep politics out of it.
all right. My boy LeBron Strowman won the greatest Royal Rumble match. He won a giant trophy and a really hideous championship.
I hope he just leaves the title belt in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I don't want to see that thing on WWE TV ever again.
Probably just see it on Monday. That's
You know, there was an awkward exchange with, I don't know who that guy was in the garb, but he like kind of pulled the belt away from Strowman.
That's
Joke.
the Prince, I think.
I don't think it's the Prince. It's probably one. I don't know.
That's the guy you saw in the video.
I don't know what's going on in
Package
Saudi
in the
Arabia, but
beginning.
anyways,
Yeah.
he kind of pulled it away, and he was like, I don't know if he was really joking with Braun, and Braun just took it from him. I was like, "Oh, Braun, you better watch out. You gonna get stoned over there or something.
I mean, the match overall.
Choppy your head off."
Match overall, I gave it an A+. It was fun. It was fun. Some parts. Daniel Bryan coming out at number 1. Dolph Ziggler coming out at number 2. The perfect 2 guys to start this thing. You know, the great workers. We got some surprises. Hornswoggle made an appearance. That was interesting. You got Rey Mysterio looking like a Power Ranger. You got Bobby Lashley, as you said earlier, with that pyrotechnics.
Sure got pyrotechnics too.
Yes.
Power Ranger.
Who else? What else? Elias, great
Khali.
showing.
Don't forget about the sumo wrestler.
Great Khali's trash. The
Mark
sumo
Henry.
wrestler. I don't ever want to see that again. My boy Mark Henry should have won the thing.
Hey,
Black Power
at least
ranking.
he had tights
Wakanda
on.
forever. All that good stuff.
What about the NXT? Roderick Strong showed up.
Roderick Strong, great worker, the Messiah of the Backbreaker, Mr. Ring of Honor. The exchange he and Daniel Bryan were having, just chopping each other back and forth,
Ooh, Daniel Bryan's chest. It
looking
was
like
not
some
look-
raw taco
It
meat.
was not looking bueno. And his biceps.
I know.
I don't know what the hell was going on. with him.
Xavier Woods trying to shoot on Kurt Angle. That was funny. Kurt Angle and Daniel Bryan, a little exchange there. I was like, we seeing something down the line?
And the best part, Titus O'Neil falling.
Yes.
A gift that will live on forever.
They played it back 5 freaking times.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Titus, he fell down while he was running to the ring, slid into some DMs underneath the ring. This was not a good day for African Americans.
Titus O'Neil's going to hear it all the way back through that, 10-hour flight.
Playing Right from Hell Part 2.
This was not a good day for us. Apollo with a very awkward RKO.
Yeah.
Shout out Randy Orton, pop of the night probably. People, they love Randy over in Saudi.
But that 619 to an RKO was pretty dope.
That was nice. Baron Corbin, great showing. The deep 6 on Mysterio was beautiful. Just taking out people. Strowman giving a lot of people those hands.
The 2 or 3 NXT guys who I know who they were.
The Shane McMahon table spot.
Shane McMahon going coast to coast.
It reminded me of Undertaker chokeslamming Shane McMahon through a table once.
Yes.
From the same spot.
Shane always has to do something crazy. Shane and Daniel teaming up against KO. That was interesting.
No Sami Zayn, by the way.
No Sami Zayn.
Because Sami Zayn cares about the Syrians and cares about people not dying. Just saying.
Yes. Also, Jericho enters at number 50. Kevin Owens is like, why are you here? I think he said go back to Japan.
Yes, he did say go back to Japan, which was nice. I thought that was funny.
That was funny. So they come to blows. That was awesome.
Jericho with the backstage promo, keeping up with the Tom Mike feud.
No,
Yes.
he also had he
Putting a lot of people on the list.
foreshadowed that Kurt Angle was going to be in the Rumble too. Like,
We all knew Kurt Angle was going to be in the Rumble.
Yeah,
I didn't see that one.
that was announced weeks ago.
Sorry, I don't watch Raw like that.
I mean,
Not even
was it
Raw.
real? I mean, I don't really know what like a surprise. Like the only real surprise maybe was like Roderick Strong.
And Hornswoggle.
Well, that Hornswoggle, but
Yeah.
there was rumors on the internet like yesterday about it.
Sumo Wrestler was so surprised.
I had no idea who that guy even was, and apparently the Saudis didn't know who it was either because he didn't get a pop.
Yeah, it was just some
So I don't know what the point of that guy was. I mean,
guy that was
you
there.
couldn't get like Akibono or whoever, somebody that we know.
Yeah, you
Someone
know.
said the Big Show was supposed to be there.
I mean, if that was a big show. I'd go there, get that payday.
Just get that money. That moolah, you know? Not fabulous moolah, but you get what I'm saying. Alright, the Greatest Royal Rumble, I give it, it's about a C show.
C is fine. I think the best thing on the show is probably the Royal Rumble. I would not recommend people to go out their way of watching this. Maybe go out and maybe find some highlights. Go on YouTube, find the 10-minute version of it or something.
Yeah.
And, nothing really stood out to me. There's not. I mean,
No titles changed hands.
I mean, obviously go out and
Show.
see Titus O'Neil fall flat on his face.
Titles
and
changed hands on house shows.
Once every freaking 5,
happened
6,
in
7
Oakland
years.
a couple years ago.
Yeah. Happened last year, recently, you know?
But anyway, I think maybe the last 5-10 minutes of the Royal Rumble probably was the best part of the show because a lot of big names were in it. They were telling good stories. So, yeah, it all made sense. You know, Lashley, Braun Strowman, Big Cass, Jericho, all people you think could win it, all come out at the end, and it made sense.
It was something nice to happen on a Friday.
Big Cass throws out Daniel Bryan, so still keeping up that storyline, which is good.
Continuity, keeping that nice. All right.
I thought Bobby Lashley should have won. Because honestly, Bobby Lashley could gain something from this because they haven't done anything yet. Braun Strowman, yeah, he's probably Vince's number 2 guy. He wins the whole thing. You know, pictures and stuff because he's a big dude and he was with the Prince or whoever that guy was. I just thought Bobby Lashley, maybe Big Cass. I would have been okay with Big Cass winning that thing too. But I think Braun Strowman, yeah, he doesn't really need it.
All right. Well, that concludes our recap of the Greatest Royal Rumble.
And apparently Daniel Bryan broke the record for longest time inside a Royal Rumble. So apparently this is like an official thing that's going to count. So next year, you know, all these things counted. And it wasn't just me as if I felt like the entries were like a little suspect, like the timing. Like it felt like some were longer than others. Someone's got to be on the clock a little better.
They gotta.
Was it like a minute each? Because
I know Ty Dillinger didn't come out at number 10. What was that?
I feel like it was like 30 minutes. So and so's been here for 30 minutes already, and then number 30 just came out.
I mean, Daniel Bryan, I think he said like an hour and 5 minutes, and I don't even know if I don't remember.
I don't know. Well,
anywho,
this concludes our recap.
The instant analysis.
Yes. Greatest Royal Rumble, that's in the books.
Bulletcast for life.